If you're like me and you recently upgraded your character to a level 85 heroic, you're probably wondering, where do I go next? What do I do? How do I get new items? Well, that's the same question I had. And what happens is you go out there and you look and everything's below your level, and even the items you can get are below your level. And you start wondering, what do I do? If I hunt the higher level stuff, like I tried to, when you go into Foundation, you get your face ripped off. Things like that happen. So you're wondering, what do I do? So first thing you do is you go do the mercenary quest, and you say, yeah, that's fine, I got that. And if you're an all access count and you can upgrade to that J5 Merc, that does help. But still, you got to get the equipment, you got to get the gear, and you got to find a great place to level. Well, here we go, guys. I'm going to show you where. Now, everything takes place in the Firat here, and this is kind of like a newbie zone for level 85s. And what you want to do is you want to get the quest from this guy named Doran Flightfoot, and he has another partner next to him. That person has another few quests to get. Take these quests here, because when you look at the rewards, it looks like I'm just gonna get 1%. You know, how many am I gonna have to kill for that? I'm gonna be here a whole year just killing the same things for 1%. But it really doesn't work that way, because when you complete the quest, you get a really, really nice AUG. And it's not just like that 30 AC AUG you can buy in the bazaar, like the ones I bought those because they're, you know, had to spend my money on something. But this one has some stats on it. One of them had something like +3 heroic agility, which is really nice. So really, really good stuff. And each time you complete the quest, you can get up to 2 AUGs for this guy. He does the finger AUGs. And each class gets a different AUG. For example, the enchanter there, he will get a different AUG that will benefit his class. So it's really, really nice. So here we are in the Firat, and I've got Bad Boy and Nerdist here. And what's going to happen is I brought Nerdist here so that he can go ahead and break the camp. But in reality, what I'm going to show you first is we don't need to. Of course, right here, just notice that I have the weapon stances. If you've seen the other video, you know what that is. That's really essential to have. So this is what you can do to get the weapon stances if you so desire to get that. You probably won't need it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take on these quests. We got all the quests there, and we're going to head to the snake area. And the reason why is the snakes are the easiest mobs to kill here, and they're dark blue, so they give the same experience as another dark blue. And that's the nice thing. They're there on purpose to make this game easy. So first thing you want to do is head along the north wall. Now you see this guy here, he's okay. He's kind of like the guard. So when you get about right here and follow along on the map, you will see some snakes. This is a great place to start if you're kind of not sure what to do, or not sure your surroundings, or not sure what the capabilities of your 85 heroic can do. But do not worry, because these snakes are like the equivalent of Oasis crocodiles. You could be standing right next to his brother and you whack him over the head, and he's not going to mind. He's going to let you happily go away and whack him over the head and kill his brother. So not social is the word here. So what I would do is I would start here, buff yourself, and attack them. Now take note of how long it takes to take him down, and if you want to pause it every once in a while to count up how much health he has, you're going to see these guys are complete cream puffs. Don't worry, no deadly poison or anything. At least I haven't gotten stung by it at all. And look at that health bar going down. Oh my god, is he an Orc Pawn or what? But look at that. This is Shadow Knight, of course. So keep in mind, I do have the weapon stances, AA, where it mitigates 20% damage. I have a bunch of AUGs for the fingers already because I've completed the quest. So, you know, your results may differ, but in all likelihood, you're going to have no problem with these guys. I've used my monk and ranger and just destroyed these guys. So here we go. Here's his brother right here. Okay, just take him down. No problem. And if you're a Shadow Knight, you just may get lucky and Mortal Coil will pop. And if that happens, you know what? It's killing spree time. So we'll see if we get so lucky. That's the nice thing about taking on blues that are weak. Charging that Mortal Coil. And it's always good to snare them, because you don't want him... Wow, nice reacher. You don't want him running off and getting his other friend. You'll see another one in the background there. And in this area, it's very, very close. It's like 10 seconds run to the Plane of Knowledge book over there, when the red text. Very, very safe. But you do have to be careful about the Lizard Man Patroller. That guy hits like a truck. And if you're not ready for him, or you're a little low on health or stuff, he will kill you. So the thing is, just work these guys. And you see right here, I got 3 of these snakes. The cream puff snakes. No problem at all. Whack, whack, whack. And down he goes. And you know what I just saw? Mortal coil. That means only one thing. And I just wish he would die quickly. And there were some other guys that I'd just go on a rampage. And then you could pull like 2 or 3. But now look at this loot. Okay, you think snakes don't drop anything. What do we see here? 2 diamonds. 2. Off the easiest mobs here. Oh my god, that is good. Those diamonds sell for about 240 platinum each. Safe to say you just made yourself 500 platinum for less than a minute out here. Or maybe less than 2 minutes. Okay, so you can stay there if you want, or find another snake area. But I prefer that one for the 3 snakes if you're starting out. When you get a little more brave, come on out here. See where the lizard camp is that I'm working? The reason why I like to work this lizard camp is because if you get in trouble, quickly turn to the north on your compass. I don't even look at anything else because you can't tell. It's so disorienting here. And then haul ass up to the wall and then take a left. That's all you got to know. Go north, hit the wall, take a left. If you overpull or something and there's 2 of these guys, unless you can feign death or you can mez them or something like that, they are vicious. They really hit hard. And if you happen to pull, for example, a brute, lizard man brute, and patroller, you're going to be in trouble. So as you can see here from this point of view, at this position, I can single pull this guy and work on a quest. Now watch the difference. I'm going to do the same thing I did with Mr. Snake, but this guy, he's just going to go nuts. Okay, he hit me for 2,000 something. You know, he will hit for more, but we have mortal coil, so that's keeping us up. But if we didn't, we would be taking some heat from this guy. And see how slow his health bar goes down? Much, 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 much slower. And that just gives you an idea. By now the snake would be dead. So it is safe to say that he has 4 times the amount of hit points, and he hits like a truck on top of that, than Mr. Snake. And he's a dark blue. So you're getting the same experience from this guy as you would with Cream Puff Snake over there. You better just stick with, you know, that's why I say the snakes are boring. But look at this guy. I mean, if you don't have a good healer merc, you're going to be in for some downtime. But if you're working on a quest, the point is you can solo this guy. So just take him down carefully. And you can see we're at 87. We were at 86 earlier. This is on a test server, so divide by 2, and you've got an answer of what it's going to be like on a live server. And so just take this guy down. Make sure he is snared. He will run when he gets low on health. And if you snare him, he'll turn his back to you and just let you beat him to the pulp. And that's what you really want. So in this quest that you're doing called a Panting Lizard, this guy is going to probably be one of the easier guys you're going to face. Because they have Lizard Man Mystic, and they're not like those easy Mystics. You're going to have to deal with those guys and the Brute and the Scraper. They're much tougher. But over here, I want to point out something else. If you get this other quest, the one with the wolves, you will find there's another wolf character guy over here, that guy right there, and he is going to be right there. So if you're right in the position I am, there's no roamers coming by here. Just get this guy while you're at it. And there's a different wolf that spawns there every time. So if you're here long enough, you'll get it. And I've got one of each, and then you get their pelt. Pretty soon you're going to get this quest too. So you're actually working on 2 quests at the same time, which is really nice. These guys are much tougher than your little snakes, obviously. They're not as bad as a lizard man, but you must snare them. Keep in mind. And keep in mind I have a J5 Merc. So the healing on the J5 Merc is really good. They have a large mana pool and everything. And they can take a few hits. But if you have like an A2 Merc, you got to be careful. Because A2 Merc, what I found here is after a couple heals, they're out of mana. And don't even think about bringing an A2 Merc here to fight, because 2 hits and they're dead. So here you go, more diamonds. Already, we're going to have a grand pretty soon. And that pelt over there, the black one, the no drop one, that's part of the quest. Now, of course, we've fulfilled the quest requirements already, so you don't need to do that. So we're going to keep going here, and the objective is this camp. So there you go. You see we got one patroller, and there's that pelt that is for that. And then see we got 2 of 5, and you just stay right here, and eventually you'll get, there's always one wolf that pops right there, and you can work him and work the camp at the same time. They also have jungle spider if you want to try jungle spider out, although he's worthless. Keep in mind, you got a problem, swing north, run, pedal to the metal, and then go for it. Now the thing is, be careful over here. Sometimes there is a roamer, but I like to position myself just about right here. And actually there's no more snakes, so now we're back, and this time we've filled up a whole group here because it's time to break the camp. And if you have a class that can break the camp, that's fine, like a feign death character, something, some way to break it, that's good. You have your ways, you know how to do it, but I like to do it with an enchanter. That way, if I get overpull, I will just either mez one, or I will go ahead and charm one and let him kill the rest of them. And so here you go. We've killed our patrollers, killed our scrapers, and you know, we got that quest again over there. Now this camp, there's about 4 in the camp. You have to be careful. Don't take any chances. I like to use enchanter to cast the highest level lull or soothe or pacify spell. Let's just call it pacify spell. You'll figure out what the name is. If he's way off in the corner like this, you can go ahead and single pull him, and you could just work it this way. But if you want to get to the mystic who you need for the quest, he's always in the camp. And that guy you got to be careful of, because the problem with a mystic is that sometimes they like to stay there. They just like to stay back and cast spells, and that's really bad because they're sitting there and just popping you with spells. And if you try to pacify and pull him, it's going to be a problem. So here we go. We're going to pull this guy here, the brute, and he is a white con. Be very careful taking him on by yourself. You just look at how hard this guy hits. I mean, count it up right there. That's, you know, he can easily do 6,000 on you. And you know, we got the enchanter luckily to go ahead and debuff him and slow him down. But when you try to slow him, it is partial slow. So what I would suggest, if you have an enchanter, try to lock him down with like the Whirl to Your Hurl series. That's the latest one, and that's what I call locking him down, because he can't attack you that way. He can only riposte and stuff. So go do that. Cripple him with the latest cripple spell they have. Forgot the names, but you'll see it. It's just go to the last page and pop that on him. We do have 2 Shadow Knights, so this is kind of a walk in the park. But this is how you take him down, and later on, when you pull the camp, be very, very, very careful. You know, just work the outsides of the camp first, and then start to lull and pull the outside guys. Be very careful. Pull the weakest ones first if you can. And this guy's going to go down right here any minute. Make sure you snare him so he turns his back to you, and of course, he drops garbage compared to the snakes. Another case for hunting snakes. And you'll see right there what we've got. And yeah, this is, you can get a lot of AAs. I had it set to 100% AAs also. So here we are working on this, and we got our patrollers, got our scripters, we got our brutes. Mystics we're going to save for last, and that guy is a brute over there, but these guys are troubled. I like to even pacify the one closest to him just to be safe. So it's about time to work on the mystics here, and I've, as you see, I've cleared off the camp a little bit and worked it. Just want to give you an idea what the mystic hits like, and some of them are kind of weak in what they do, but others can be dangerous. Do not take them lightly. Here we go. We're going to pull this guy. Whoa, he must have Spirit of Wolf, but here I made a mistake. Got the stupid Merc up there. don't do like me and don't leave him on aggressive like that. But what I like to do with the Merc, with my Enchanter, is I like to mez him. After I tosh him, I mez him before he gets there. Hopefully he'll run to me. And then after that, I go ahead and slow him, cripple him, and then lock him down when he comes out of it. And then if I can, I pop a dot on him. That's always good. I like to lock him down so he doesn't cast spells, because what you can't see here is he casts some spells on my Enchanter because I toshed him first. And you don't want that to happen, because his spells can be nasty too. These guys, I think, they don't have as many hit points as the Brutes and the Patrollers, but don't take them lightly. And be careful when you take them. Make sure you get single pulls out. You don't want 2 pulls of these guys, because they'll just go bonkers on you and start casting whatever. But look at this. Stack up all the stuff on him. And I take that back. He is tough. He's got a lot of hit points. He is level 85, as you can see. We've got all the dots. I even have the Enchanter pop her weak dot on him. Do whatever you can. Get this turkey dead. And good. Finishing blow. Nice to have that happen. After you kill him, back up here. There may be a Patroller, and in my case, I drifted over to the edge just a little bit, and guess what? Patroller came by. But you know what? When you got an Enchanter, two pulls, no big deal. 3, okay. You got to work a little bit. So we got out of that situation, no problem at all. And you can see another Patroller over there. Yeah, that's why you want to be right here. And it's the same spot. And just be very, very careful. So you can get this guy, you can get the wolf there, and get as many of these guys here. They're good experience, very, very good. In fact, the experience you get from these guys is actually more than the quest that you're doing. So make sure you're buffed and be safe out here. But this is the way you want to do it here. Let's see if we're going to pull this guy here. And the funny thing is they have weapons in their hands, but they really don't. And that's a bum thing about it. So here we go. I like to get the Enchanter to pull. Just pull him, and then got him all toshed and everything like that. And everybody can just casually take this guy down. Not like he's a mystic or anything. There's time to show more here. So as you can see, if you look at our health bars, nobody's really pressed for mana or health, and J5 Tank Merc is doing a good job. I had tried a J5 Damage Caster, and those are good too, but the reason why I went back with a Tank Merc is because sometimes when I get the Enchanter to pull, because I like to tosh them, and then, which is non-damaging, and pull them and then mez them and then debuff them, is the Damage Caster doesn't have a way to taunt the mob off you, and that's a problem. So that's why I like to go back to just a plain old Tank Merc. Even though it does less DPS than the DPS caster and the melee DPS, it does the trick for me. And when you mez them, they'll back off, which is really nice. Instantly back off him. So here we go. He's got the final nail in the coffin, and boy, down he goes. Another diamond. Money's not going to be a problem in this zone, obviously. And once again, I just want to show you where we are, just in case you guys might have missed it, but we're exactly here. This I found is a good safe spot for the Lizard Man camp. It's far enough away, and yet you get all these things like this Tanglefang Prowler. You get him in the range of your spells. You can stay right here. You can just, without moving, cast this guy. And yeah, watch out. You see that guy? That Lizard Man guy? Watch out. If you're a little bit over, he just may aggro on you, so stay away from there. This is a safe spot. Nothing has seemed to jump me right here. But get the Tanglefang while you're at it. Got my crazy Merc on aggressive still. Get him, and then you'll satisfy the requirements for the other quests. And thank goodness he's not that big of a deal at all. So no big deal here. Just slow him and take him down. Piece of cake. Tanglefang Prowler. Look at that. We just stacked those dots on him. And if he were a real problem, we'd even debuff him. But the thing you want to do is not fight as far up to that tree like I'm doing right here. You want him to come to you a little bit closer, because Lizard Man Patroller could just aggro on you. You don't want that to happen. So now the moment we've all been waiting for, it's time to turn in. Now as you see here, we went back to where the plain knowledge book is and where the quest originated. And there's another tab now. It's not just experience. Because we have a heroic character, we get this other tab. And look at this. Look at that. Dex 5, HP. That's option number 1. Number 2. This is the one I chose, by the way, because you get agility +3, which adds to your avoidance. That always helps. And this one, I don't know why you'd pick this, unless you like 5 platinum. But anyway, we're gonna go back and we're gonna take this one. I guess Dex would be good if you're like a ranger or something, but avoidance, that's what you want. So we take this, and I'm gonna show you how little faction you get from this. I don't know why faction is that important, but hey, 1% ain't a whole lot to cheer about either. So if anybody knows if the faction is better, like you get something when you get the faction, because you only get 5 faction points, and that's not a lot, because a lot of times in these factions you need like 100 or something faction or 200 faction just to go up 1 level. And that is a lot, and he's indifferent with me. Sometimes you need 1,000, so faction's just like a waste. You may want to just take the experience, but I take the faction and look at what happens. I only got 5. Ain't gonna do that again. That's for sure, because he's still like indifferent to me, and I probably need like 1,000 or 500 on that, some crazy number. Anyway, you can see over here we got the wolf pelts by being over there hanging out. You're gonna get a lot of them in our item. Let's take a look at it. Got these crazy orc heads, carrying them around forever. Got to get rid of them. Oh, look at all this junk in my thing here. Come on, guys. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is what we got. Check it out. And this is an easy quest, and you get good experience too. Okay, so yeah, I want to add it to avoidance. I'm not exactly sure how it works, or do you need to go up a level or whatever. 663, and this will add only 3 heroic to it. But look at the AC is 30, hit points 40, not bad. You can put this on a ring, which we're gonna do. Yeah, and everything counts here. And at AC, I'm at 1779 and 1357. Let's see what happens. See, it didn't give me 30 on there, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's something you guys know and I don't know, but if you know, let me know why it only gave me that much. I do qualify for the level and stuff, so I don't know why that happened. But anyway, whatever it is, I'm sure it's good, because it's better than I went up that much. I went from nothing to this, so I'll take it. Anyway, there is another one he gives you. You can get the other one by doing the quest again and do those other quests, and each one of these quests has a nice AUG. And I've read elsewhere that people have done all the quests out here, and they filled up all the slots with AUGs, and it's a lot that you get in the end. And it really, really makes a difference, and it really prepares you for the next stage after you're done with the fear out here. But yeah, I encourage all of you guys to do this. This is the first thing you should do with your 85 heroic after you've done the Merc upgrade quest. If you are able to get the J5, come out and do these quests. They're not too hard, yet they're not too easy. They're challenging, and if you want to take the easy route, just farm those stakes. You get money off them and easy experience. And I hope this helps all of you. This is a good starting point. I'll be doing the whole quest line and uploading more videos, and let me know what you think. I'm really curious to hear your comments and how you did it. Thank you for watching.